everyone, welcome back to Sweet Tomato Vine Homestead. I'm Linda, and today we're in the greenhouse and we're about to plant some bulbs because y'all know it is the end of January and the time is fast approaching that you will not be able to have a successful growth of bulbs this year if you don't go ahead and get them planted right now, because bulbs are going to need some time to get stratification, and that means that they have to get a certain amount of time where they'll have to have some cold weather. So we're going to go ahead and get these bulbs in the we're putting them in pots. I got 4 pots because I don't have a whole lot of bulbs, and I'm just going to kind of mix them up, the big bulbs with the small bulbs. And we've got Upstar tulip. We've got White Emperor tulips. Negrita tulip. We have a yellow one called Yokohama. Another White Empress or Emperor. Then we have some hyacinths. This one is a pink frosting. This one is a Delta Blue hyacinth. Janbos hyacinth. A Libanatia. Sure I did not say that right. And this one is a Armin Nicum or something like that. But those are the bulbs that we've got today. And we're going to just put them in pots. And I'm just going to take some bone meal because bone meal will help the bulbs to bloom, have nice blooms this spring. So we're going to go ahead and add some bone meal to our potting mix. And I have this Black Gold Moisture Supreme Container Mix. It's a 10-6-13. So what I've done, I've just put my soil in the pot about half full. And I'm going to start putting the larger bulbs. Well, first I want to put some bone meal in. Just going to grab a handful of it and mix it in the soil. And then I'm going to start with these tulips, and I'm going to just put some in. And you want to have the pointy side up on the, when you're planting the tulip. This side is a point, then this is the root, and that's where you want to put it at the bottom. And you just want to tuck them down in there. Here's one, it's looking like you got some good ones because it's already starting to put out. And since I'm doing these in pots, I don't want the pots to be skimpy. So I'm going to go ahead and put all of those in there that was in that pack. And I'm going to fill my soil, bring it up to about 3/3 or 3/4, I'm sorry. 3/3 would have been full. 3/4 of the way. And then I'm going to add some smaller bulbs to the top. These are some tulips also, but they're a little smaller. I'm going to go ahead and put them on top of those. I don't want them exactly on top because I want them to have some room to come through, but there you go. Sprinkle a little more bone meal in there. And then we're going to go ahead and fill the pot the rest of the way. And this one pot done. I got it marked so I know what they are. And we're going to move on to our second container. And what I'm going to do with this one, I like that yellow. And I want to have a little contrast of yellow and some blue. So we're going to put these blue bulbs. And I'm just gonna, the soil is moist and fluffy, and I don't have any problem getting them where I need them in this pot. But I do want to go ahead and put some bone meal in and fluff it in. Remember, the pointy side goes up. And these are looking good too because they're popping out. I guess I can say sprouting. It's sprouting. Okay, and that's all that was in that packet. And then the next ones are, they're blue also, but they are smaller. They're much smaller bulbs. So we're just gonna take them and put them on top. And when you are planting your bulbs, you want to feel and see if they're still kind of solid. If they're hard, that means that they're good. But if you get some that have gotten really, really soft and mushy, then you're not going to be able to get any bulbs, any bloom from that bulb. Another blue one. So we're gonna go ahead and I want all the blue ones in the same one, although they'll be different. Well, I think I'm gonna save one. I'm gonna let one be in with the yellow tulip. So we're gonna just go ahead and fill this, the rest, fill this to the top. We're going to take our packaging that it came in, and this is how we are marking today. And that's number 2 done. So we're moving on to number 3. We got a terracotta looking pot. All these pots are plastic. Go ahead and mix in my bone meal. And these are the white hyacinths that we're starting with at the bottom. There's some pretty big bulbs. And they're already sprouting out. So that's a good sign. And today, y'all, it's like 56 degrees outside. And so it's pretty warm in here. Matter of fact, it is 82 in the greenhouse right now. 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's kind of warm in here. I'm beginning to break a sweat. Okay, so we got some small bulbs that we're going to add in here also. And y'all, there's no science to planting the bulbs in these containers. It just depends on what you want, how you want your containers to look. If you want them to be, you know, have a lot of blooms in the spring, then you'll add more bulbs. But if you don't want it as full, just add less bulbs. And that's as full as I'm going to do this one. I mean, that's as many bulbs as I'm going to put in there. I'm going to add a little more soil. And I'll mark it. And right now, guys, you should be able to find your bulbs on a reasonable sale, because the time, you know, is running out to plant bulbs. So unless you're planning to force them, really, you know, time is running out to plant them. So check your local stores and see if they've got the bulbs on sale. I was able to get these like I think it was 30 or 40% off at New Swingers, Dumas, Arkansas on Highway 65. And then you just want to get them planted out in your landscape, wherever you're going to put them, wherever you want them to sit or be this spring. Go ahead and put them there and let them start to enjoy what's left of winter and get their stratification done, so that in the spring you'll have some beautiful tulip blooms. And this pot is going to be really full. I'm going to go ahead and add some more soil. And then I'm going to add another layer of bulbs. And they'll push their way up. They will. They're, you know, I've even seen people that planted them without even, you know, they just throw them wherever and let them, then cover them and let them find their way up. They don't even worry about trying to have the root at the bottom and the point side up. And they say they have no problem with the bulbs finding their way out of the soil. So, and y'all, the hyacinths, I've planted tulips before, but I've never really had a tulip or noticed that a tulip had a were very fragrant. If it did have a fragrance, it wasn't one that, you know, I just really liked. It didn't have a perfume smell to me. But I'm sure there are probably some out there. But I said it because I do like the smell of flowers, you know, when they smell really, really nice. And the hyacinth is one that smells fantastic. I love the smell of hyacinths. I think that's probably one of my favorite because of the way that it smells. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to get those in. And so I just wanted to bring y'all out with me today when I planted these bulbs, just to let you know that the time, you know, is running out, and, you know, and the time to get your bulbs planted and get them out into your landscape and get them where they can get stratified. So go ahead, go to your local nursery, your local big box stores, and see if you can find some bulbs, and go ahead and get your bulbs planted up so you can enjoy these bulbs. That right now you won't see much from them, but when spring comes and you've gotten all about these bulbs, you'll walk out one day and there'll be those beautiful bulbs blooming out there in your pots or in your landscape. So if you like this video and you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It is free. And I will see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye.